welcome back to the Bionicle Comedy Central podcast. I'm your host, Chris Major 2124.
And the guy with the Walkman is Star Wars 7495.
And the director, Keplers.
And I am LQ 1998.
I'm Mace 3739.
And I'm RiddleHater, and I hate riddles.
Shut up, Kotaka.
What's in my pocket? I think a cough drop.
And on that random note, I got nothing there. However, there has been something huge and incredibly just mind-blowing in the Bionicle universe so far. In 2010, in 2009, we watched as the Bionicle stars came on the scene, and we slowly
were all
realized...
terribly disappointed that they only had like 10 parts.
Exactly. Precisely. I'm not even sure it was 9, but maybe it was 8, I don't know. But anyways.
Wait, I've got one right here. Will you do that? I'm gonna count.
Okay.
Okay, I'll count talking you though.
Now, in order to really understand the grasp of what has happened today, we must go back to 2009. When Madanui slammed Makuta into a giant rock in the sky, killed him, and brought peace back to the universe. And
19.
created the Cirrus Magnet Travel Company.
Taknu has more pieces than Tahu.
Wow. Just wow.
Someone owes me 15 cents.
Hey, it's got a whole 20 pieces. It's beautiful.
What?
It's got more pieces than a Matoid.
He's got more pieces than Wave 1 Hero Factory.
Don't even bring those up.
Alright. Well, guys, I had this great historical monologue here that was going to go on for about a minute, so can we just, get some context?
Okay.
Alright. So back in 2009, Bionicle unfortunately ended after the whole Bionicle Stars series and an epic wrap-up to the storyline. Fans everywhere were disappointed, and LEGO did its best to try and make everyone feel better. Which, as we have seen from not only Bionicle, but LEGO Universe, Ninjago, and every other theme that ever closed, period, they do not do a very good job of consoling the lost.
Never the end.
Never the end. They told us never the end, and we were thinking, trolls. In 2013, we heard strange rumors regarding a new space extraction sets, and some of us hoped, gee, I really hope this is Bionicle. And then, all of a sudden, in 2014, we started getting rumors. Black and white set images, poorly translated Russian set names, prices in euros, which, well, we don't use euros, but I'm guessing a lot of people...
Too bad Bionicle Fanatic isn't here. He could tell us how much they're worth.
Yeah, I know like a euro is like $1.70 or something like that, last I checked.
Whatever, everything's worth more than $1 these days. Get on with it.
Yeah. And then we got all these strange hints and clues, and then finally, today, LEGO has acknowledged for all of us to hear that Bionicle 2015 is confirmed to return.
Oh, I'm gonna...
My poor roommate.
You guys have no clue what just happened, but once the podcast comes out, you'll see. It's a surprise.
Involved.
A fun thing for all those watching. Yes, LEGO has confirmed today Bionicle is returning for 2015, and we are here to tell you all what is going on in our brains. What are we thinking about this huge occasion? What did we think? What did we thought? And what can we expect?
We now bring you Charles Xavier.
I don't want your future Hero Factory!
Which, you know what, let's get that as a first question. Do you think this means the death of Hero Factory?
Oh, we already had confirmation Hero Factory's ending this year.
Yeah, I think so. It'll die and not be remembered.
I think Hero Factory was destined to die since 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny how the theme...
The Aztec calendar ended. That was supposed to be the date. We all know how that worked out. Thanks a lot, LEGO, for ruining the end of the world.
You know what? I find it interesting how the storyline that kills Hero Factory sends everyone underground. I just find it interesting.
Well,
Goes
honestly, it's
underground.
just sending everyone into the
Literally.
closet, first off. And secondly, Hero Factory, they made it as a replacement for Bionicle. It actually tricked a bunch of people. Everyone thought, oh, Bionicle Hero Factory. What a bunch of idiots. But anyways, I'm positive Hero Factory is gone because, it's kind of like if you make a remake to a movie and then you make a sequel to the original, no one remembers the remake.
Ooh.
Yeah.
On to the Planet of the Apes match.
Anyway, it is confirmed. LEGO has said officially Hero Factory is ending. The Summer Wave was its last wave.
Bionicle killed Hero Factory. The Iron.
No, Hero Factory killed itself. Let's just face it. Sorry, any Hero Factory fans, but that's the truth. It killed itself.
That is actually something I wanted to bring up. I hope no one starts blaming Bionicle for the end of Hero Factory. Because 4 years ago, Hero Factory ended Bionicle.
Yeah, it's just like you can't really blame Hero Factory the end of Bionicle, because they didn't even start discussing Hero Factory until Bionicle was decided to end.
Actually, that's only because they wanted to get a new construction theme out for their main audience of 7-year-olds.
What if Hero Factory is actually just like a small test run to see if people like the pieces? That's why the storyline was total awfulness.
No, I don't think LEGO would do that. It's a good conspiracy theory.
Enough to do that sometimes.
I think they honestly thought Bionicle might not ever come back if Hero Factory does well.
And apparently it didn't do well. It's obvious very little thought was put into Hero Factory. Like, tons of thought was put into Bionicles, because Bionicle, saved LEGO back in the early 2000s. But Hero Factory was just basically a cover-up for the closing of Bionicle. And it was almost like a test to see how people would react to Bionicle ending.
I think it was a test for, the new building system, too, at least. I don't think they wanted to immediately put that in Bionicle. I think they got less backlash having it with Hero Factory than putting that new system in with Bionicle.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to explain why all the new Toa looked the way they did. One thing I've noticed with LEGO is that whenever they close an old theme, they immediately have to put something else in to substitute for its place. Because if all the people start going over to eBay and Amazon looking for, the old adventure sets, but they're not paying attention to Pharaoh's Quest, you start running into backlash there. And it starts becoming a huge problem when you go back to the old and abandon the new. Which, honestly, this move is risky, because now everyone's going to want to know about the old Bionicle. Which could take away attention from 2015, unless LEGO does it right.
They're do it right, I'm sure of it. They're not gonna...
This would be a good time if I wanted to capitalize on my Bionicle collection, if that's true. I could get twice as much as I paid for it, but I will not do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, the eBay prices are going to shoot up, guys.
Yeah, I just bought a couple of sets the other day. I got Toa Metru Wanua and Toa Haga Iruni for $15.
Dude.
I mean, I was so scared at the last minute someone was gonna one-up me on the auction, but no one else came.
That's awesome.
When you told me I was this close to trying to one-up you on that.
I got Iruni at store price. From the store.
I got mine free in a $20 box with 30 sets.
Well,
dude.
So anyways, back on topic.
Yeah.
Greg had always said that the reason they ended Bionicle was the set sales were dropping, and that they wanted to end it now so retailers would still want it back if they ever did choose to bring it back, which obviously has held very true.
Which brings up a question, thinking about it. Back in 2009, or even 2010 really, because that's when they completely cut it off, did we ever actually think Bionicle would seriously return? Was it just the thought of hope wishing?
At first, or a few years later, because at first I was kind of in denial that it had to end. But then a few years later I was like, okay, it's just gone, it's in the past now, it's not going to come back, at least not in recent years. I did not expect it to come back this soon, at least.
No, I expected at least 5 more years until it made a reappearance.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was going to come back 2 years from now. I remember back when everyone was speculating, this was before we even had proof or even actually had leaked evidence of anything Bionicle. I remember, I think, some troll on the LMBs or something had said something about Bionicle comes back in 2015. Do you remember
You're
all
like an
that?
escaped Lego
remember
employee
those.
that was like,
No, there were like 15 different trolls who kept saying Bionicle comes back 2015, and they had pranked with all the fake set names, but they were right.
But
and we were like, stop giving us false hope.
but do you think they really knew that, or do you think they were trying to give us false hope?
No, of course they were just trolling us.
Trolls.
So
There's a lot of irony in that.
2014, and they did the same in 2013 and 2012, and it's just them being trolled, I believe.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's so ironic.
I
Yeah.
didn't honestly think Bionicle would ever come back, but I thought they might have kept the serials going up because those were still popular. Of course,
Yeah,
life
even
happened and Greg wasn't able to write those anymore, and then
Greg's
they just decided not
fingers
to let him.
like a 5-year-long break from his computer or something.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for Greg. I mean, he had this great storyline, and Lego says, "All right, change of plans. We're working with Hero Factory now."
Yeah, I remember
And-
in the interview he had with the TTV, he was like, they had him fly up to Denmark when they announced this, and then he was like just so depressed he didn't even go to any of the meetings to decide on the new theme.
Oh man,
Why? Now
I
that's
know.
what we're stuck with.
Yeah,
That-
well,
Greg, you had one job.
Fix this.
Back now. He has it back now, so we're good.
wait. We don't
Yeah.
know for
He's not
sure.
on the
There's
story
been actually
team.
a lot of rumors that he might not be working on this because he's going to be the writer for the new Lego magazine.
No,
I
that
know. I don't. It's just
Wait,
a rumor.
full-time
Nothing
writer?
is confirmed yet. Greg, Greg might be able to say
I
on
know
the...
he's the editor.
Since the
but,
theme was
like,
officially
actual
announced
writer.
today, do you think Greg will be able to say if he's going to be working on it now?
Are we gonna bet like widgets on this?
Let's see. I'll rip some out of Ironie's chest.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not giving up my masks. Okay, I'm not giving up my masks.
guys, let me put it this way: Bionicle would not be Bionicle without Greg Farsity, and Greg Farsity would not be Greg Farsity without Bionicle.
And Greg Farsty, would it be Greg Farsty unless his last name was Greg Farsty, which was Farsty, not Farsity?
You know what? We got so confused on that at the beginning. So give us noobs a break.
It sounds like a cola, like Shasta Cola. What about Farsty Cola?
Oh.
I drink that.
Well,
Okay,
Greg has
so should
said
we-
that he's not on the story team, but he did do consulting with the story.
Wait,
so
he said...
he
Oh, that's
He
good.
did
has,
say this
he has
now?
involvement in it, but he isn't writing it.
When did he say this?
Like today
Oh.
on the MB. So you guys think are just terrible and have no information at all.
Money on that.
Do you think
Hey, do we know
Papercuts will
Christian
hire him to
Faber
write
yet?
any of the comics like he does for Ninjago? Do you think Papercuts will have him write a graphic novel for Bionicle?
Possibly, but I think they might
want
have
to see a
canceled
graphic
those.
novel for Bionicle.
Oh, I'd love to see if they did that.
That'd be great. Yeah. Do we know if there's any rumors or confirmation that Christian Faber's gonna be back?
I'm sure he'll
He
be
should
back. He
be.
works
He-
on
he worked
Minecraft,
on-
Hero Factory. He does everything in Lego.
Yeah, he just worked on
good,
Invasion from
good.
Below. He was like a major part of that, so
Yeah.
he should be in Bionicle.
Oh, I did not know
I'm
that
sure.
actually.
This may sound bad, but I'm kind of hoping he gets a fatal disease and then somehow that factors into the story in an awesome way. Sheer and magic.
That's already
Hashtag
what
brick by
happened.
brick.
We
No, I mean again. I mean, do it again.
picture breaking Bionicle. Like,
Ebola's really big out there right now. Why?
I
Okay.
don't think Christian Faber should catch Ebola.
Okay.
Well,
Should we move
like,
along
on the-
now to
on
the
the-
timeline or something?
Okay, a timeline
Alright,
would be.
so let's go quickly through the timeline. I got this all written down thanks to LQ's research. Okay, so if you go back to 2001, that's when Bionicle starts. Goes all the way till 2009, and then all of a sudden ends. We got like 9 or 10 years of complete storyline awesomeness.
Oh,
Then-
yeah.
Which I will
Has
say,
out-
during that time it was gone, I was more active in the fan community than ever.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
same
And that's
here.
when a lot of people got into it, I think. Like the cemented fans, I think that's the period they got into Bionicle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
like cemented fans nowadays. I'm not talking about back then. I'm talking about like right now. A lot of people got cemented in it after it got banished.
Yeah. Don't know a good thing till it's gone.
yeah, that's how it was for myself and Chris Major 2124. We only became interested when it closed. It was really sad and pathetic.
it was bad timing. It was Legoland. It was bad timing.
Okay, so then what happened next? Last year, I believe, Lego said there will be a new construction theme in 2015. Who was actually
And
following
we were
this news at the
concerned-
time?
Not me.
I wasn't really. I
was following it for a bit.
I just wasn't keeping up with the news around this time. You see, 2013 didn't have the best sets for me, though I really liked the sets that came out this year, so I just wasn't following the news too much last year.
Yeah, 2013 just wasn't really that good. I assumed that it was just going to be like another wave of Chima, or they were going to implement...
I don't know, side note, Chima is on its last leg next year. Last wave of Chima next year.
Wait, 2013.
Thank you.
I remember that.
I mean, Chima could have been good, but it was just executed so weird.
Yeah, that was odd.
I didn't even know what to do with it. It was weird. Fun fact, though, I learned this from the Lego website. Actually, no, I believe it was Brickset. Originally, Chima was supposed to be both humans and animals.
Oh, that would have been so much better.
Actually, that would have been worse, man. If they continued the same formula and brought in people, we would have had the worst puns, jokes, and sets ever.
I think one of the...
I actually have a statement to make on Chima.
Oh no.
Chima is what happened... Well, actually, there are two statements. One, Chima is what happened when the theme designers got hooked on something and then decided that the animal should be hooked on something too.
Oh, boy.
Number two is that Chima is what happened when Lego listened to the fans more than they listened to their own storyline. I think they did too much to try to listen to what the fans wanted from the theme and what they wanted the storyline to go, more than they designed their own storyline, which ended up making the bad guys very weak and soft, and even turning them into good guys. Introducing new villains that make zero sense at all.
You know what I think would have been better for
that.
Chima? If they would have made no sides at all. Like, any of the animals, like, they're all fighting for their own cause. We don't know. You pick your side on it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Stereotypical, because that's like animal racism right there. That's speciesism. You're being speciesist, man.
You know,
Sorry, RiddleHater, you were saying?
I think one of the issues with Chima was that they advertised the Crocs as the main villain, and then they became good, like, way too fast.
Yeah.
They got killed off. And then the issue with choose your own side is, let's be honest, Lego has never been able to do choose your own side. It's always
Throwbots. I'm pretty sure Throwbots had choose your own side.
I mean,
that didn't even have a storyline, guys.
It had somewhat of a storyline.
You know, Lego pre-2000 did not have any storyline. It was
speaking of that,
buy
just a bit of
awesome
trivia.
sets, play the games, have fun.
Do you know what the
That's
original
a lie.
concept of the canisters
Adventures
was?
had a storyline.
For the canisters for Technic sets, do you know what the original concept for having them canisters was?
Oh.
So they could sell them from vending machines.
That would have been kind of awesome.
Totally take a Toa from a vending machine.
That would have been cool.
well, you know, the main issue with, like, choose your side is it's always weighted. Remember World Racers? Choose your team, Backyard Blasters or Team Extreme. And then Team Extreme always won. Team Extreme always had cooler vehicles and cooler sets. In the comic, Team Extreme beat Backyard Blasters. Backyard Blasters looked like a bunch of idiots. Team Extreme looked cool. I mean, it was so weighted, it wasn't even funny.
Yeah.
It was your side.
Okay, moving on to the
I guess
next
to draw
part.
us back to Bionicle now.
Moving on to the next part in the timeline. On July 2nd, we got a leak of a very blurry black and white image of a Bionicle promotional stand.
Yeah, that was absolutely mind-blowing.
Didn't we receive two different pictures of that black and white picture in general? Because I remember we got a really, really fuzzy black... It wasn't, like, too fuzzy, but it was a fuzzy black and white picture that someone was holding. And I think, like, it was maybe 2 weeks later, we got another version of that picture, but it was, like, better quality, and I think it was bigger.
So
I'm pretty sure there's only one version of the picture, but one had been downsized, and that was the more popular one.
No, I think there's actually two. There's one that was like 2x2 sets all going up, and then there's like almost 4 per row, and then a bit shorter.
I've never seen that first one.
I do know that we have the main photo that everyone keeps posting everywhere. Let's rely off of that for now. My question is, what was your first reaction to that leaked image? Because we pretty much resigned at this point that Bionicle was, oh great, we're kind of done for now.
I didn't believe it. I thought maybe it was I thought someone was playing a cruel, sick joke on us.
Isn't fun.
I was taking a drink, and then all of a sudden, I wasn't.
I was
Taking a table after that, and then I kind of went, oh man, not again. Is this another troll?
I thought, even if it wasn't a troll, like, this is just going to be a concept, like, they were maybe thinking about bringing it back, but it wasn't sure. Which, it might have been at the time, actually.
You know, I guess I was kind of weak-minded because I believed it from the beginning 100% when I saw the pictures.
Yeah, same here. I mean,
those
a
are not
picture
the
like
sets
that,
you're looking
it's
for.
hard to edit.
Yeah.
Keps.
These are not the sets you're looking for.
Well,
Move
about
along,
11.
You want Shima.
Well, about 11 days later,
Yeah.
we got a Russian fan group site. I can't remember exactly who they were. Something to do with Rock Raiders because they're that awesome. But they gave us names of sets, and we all had to go through Google Translate to figure out what was going on.
And then, back then, even though now we know they're protectors, we thought they were defenders. The small
What's the
sets.
difference in the end?
I know. I don't know. What do you guys prefer, defenders or protectors? I think defenders actually sounds better because it's the name of that Marvel group.
Yeah,
Protector sounds
Protectors is
better.
No one's been taking on that.
Well, I could have said I would have preferred Guardians, but that kind of got taken.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that I found interesting was, so Defenders and Masters, Protectors and Masters, whatever you want to call it, what happened to Toa and Matoran? Is that
I'm not sure.
Is
I
Lego
think
legitimately trying to, and not make the Maori tribe upset again?
That's what I think it
we
is.
don't know for sure if Toa's not going to be used anywhere.
That is true. It might still
Let me
be a
look at one of
species
my-
name, but not an official name.
Let me look at one of my Bionicle cancers. Do they say Toa on? Yes, okay. The old sets do say Toa on them.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well,
Nah,
one is that this is a reboot,
Mm.
and they might be trying to slightly differentiate from the old. The other is that they don't want to tick off people anymore than they already have.
But, at
No, that's
least,
not
if
it.
anything, we got the old names, which I think will continue a trend throughout this that we'll still get Bionicle-sounding names.
Which,
Exactly was the Maori tribe anyways, because if I remember, it was just that, first 4 years of Bionicle, and then it just kind of died off.
I got about half of what you just
Tribe
said.
is still well and living. I'm just saying, I don't know if they're exactly that angry.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. They might be trying to completely restart and sever everything from.
that doesn't make sense considering...
Well, actually, they can't be severing everything, but we'll get to that in just a bit.
Oh, that is
'cause
true.
That
the
brings
names.
us to
The
that
Toa
brings
names
us
are
to
still-
the July 25th, where we got a color leak image, which at that point we were all pretty on board.
Wait, we
But,
forgot to mention
on
one thing.
September-
Back then, the main villain we thought was Lord of the Skull Spiders. At first, what did you all think of that name?
Oh man,
I hate this.
I didn't know what. I was guessing it was a translation error. I thought if they do that, let's go back to the Do-Head days where we had like claw, sword, fire. My interpretation is back in podcast one.
You know,
Yeah,
that
which
name
oh
just
man,
very un-Bionicle-y.
And then there's...
It's just
Go on.
too normal sounding.
Anyway, then there's one other thing that's remained true. Toa Liwa is not Master of Air, but Master of Jungle.
And I think that
it hurts.
worked out interesting, actually.
is there really that much of a difference though? Because
Plants
Yeah,
are
there's a
air.
major difference.
it's not the same idea, but maybe he still retains air powers, but now he's just
You know,
more
plants do create
jungle-y.
air through photosynthesis, so perhaps he can control the air by making the plants create air in certain ways.
I don't think Lego would go that far. I don't think the designers these days are that intelligent.
It's got
Yeah.
a lot cooler fights in general, or just a lot cooler abilities. Because with air, you got a lot of possibilities, but then imagine what can happen if you're like basically a Toa plant life in a way. You could just grow stuff.
Well, funny enough,
to quote
that element
Hakan,
actually exists.
To quote Hakan, I can smell it now. Burning shrubbery.
Well, funny you should bring up plant life. Because one of the original concepts for Lua's element was supposed to be something called the green, which is basically control of plant life. And then all of a sudden they decide, nah, too complicated, and then they went with air.
That was after
So I'm wondering if...
This actually has confused me to this day. For some reason, Biosector lists the green as the official plant life element, although the Bionicle Wiki calls it plant life. Which really annoys me, because I hate the green. It sounds so stupid.
Yeah, I mean, like
It's
sand,
called plant life.
earth,
We
fire.
don't call Earth the
Tree.
dirt.
Mhm. The dirt.
And
The
a
toe
toe
of the dirt.
I mean, a toe of
Oh,
the
new
green
mask
sounds
of the dirt.
stupid.
It doesn't work for me, guys. Alright, moving along in the list we have here. So, this is actually a few days ago, this week actually.
Wait,
we
we
had
forgot
set
about the
images
color display
leaked.
picture.
We already talked about that actually.
We did?
Chris, don't
Okay.
skip it.
Yep.
Okay.
We just talked about it, but so a few days ago we got leaked set images.
Wait, what
and
about
we
the product
completely
page?
Fangirled. We talked about that too.
We did? Did I black out for like half of this?
Alright, yeah, alright, fine, we'll quickly jump back to the product image. That's basically got released officially today, but... Well, the product image, what I never really got
The
about
product
that,
image,
I mean, it was just more evidence, but...
No, but that was confirmation
What's so
for the
special
first
about
time
it?
we found something about Bionicle on LEGO's official servers, not just leaked from unknown sources.
Right.
Yep.
That
And on
was when
top
we
of
knew
that,
for
it was
sure.
something new.
Yeah, that was when we knew for sure that Bionicle was coming back. There's no doubts anymore.
This segment just breaks my heart, so don't, yeah.
Wait, what? You don't
Well,
like...
they confirmed it as a mask creation, which makes me want
Oh,
to
you
rip
spoiled it.
so many things apart. They did. I hate it.
I like it.
absolutely-
I knew from the beginning it
We'll
was
get
gonna
to
be the
that in a bit.
Yeah, we'll get to
We'll
that.
get to that in a bit, Lego confirmation, but let's quickly go back to the product image. What did that really tell us? That, alright, Bionicle's official, but is there anything else really special about it? I have something in mind, but I want to
it's
hear what
ugly.
I liked it. I liked how it looked. I thought, okay, this mask retains Bionicle feel.
Yeah,
I thought it actually looked like a trading card from like one of those really old third-person views of like a really pixelated game, almost.
It reminded me of that stupid version of the Ignica from Vanog. And I loved that Ignica, and I love Voyanui Online game, but not as a set.
Yeah, I'd do a 3D print of that mask if I could, but still, you know, it was alright. What I found really interesting about this mask, though, is this is the first 100% clear and original thing from Bionicle. Because if you think about it, everything we've had so far is simply regurgitating the old stuff. We only have the old pieces, we can't really do anything new pieces. Guys, this is literally the first new piece of Bionicle since 2009.
You gotta wonder, is it like the Vahi, the Mask of Time, which was the first set made in the, mask made in the original Bionicle, if this was the first mask they made for the reboot?
That would be my guess, because every bit of the storyline is revolved around a mask. The Vahi, the Mask of Light, got 6 different masks. The Mask of Life, huge deal.
Oh, yeah. It ain't nothing to
Energy
say.
pillars.
And, you know, I'm really glad about this being the mask of creation. Also, I know we just have to do it now. Kep's already mentioned it. But
Yeah.
we have all 3 great masks now.
yeah.
Oh, yes!
Which is intense. Before we go more fangirling about the Mask of Creation, let's quickly jump to the set leaks, because
Yeah.
those
I
we
remember.
went ballistic.
Yeah.
I remember that chat.
Yeah, I've got pictures up of those right now.
Okay, let's go.
Perfect.
Let's just quickly go through them all.
Okay.
Kopaka.
Okay, we'll start with.
Kopaka,
I think
good place
this
to
is
start.
an overall favorite of everyone. Is Kopaka.
Yes! Heck yes.
I mean, that a cuckoo. It looks so much like the original, but yet it gives its own flair still. Look at all,
Which is fantastic.
all
Plus,
the,
you could see that one's mask really clearly. I think that really helped. The rest of them had the watermark over it, made it really hard.
return of the Roxy staff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which is intense.
A
And-
transparent ice blue hands.
Yeah,
If you can see
I
it.
love transparent pieces. I can never have enough of those. Which actually, Motaro does have transparent ice blue hands. They're just not hands.
True. Well, they're hands.
Yeah, I actually think I like those hands better still.
They're more versatile.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
Kopaka, we obviously all love Kopaka, but one thing someone brought up is Tahu has the same kind of shield/surfboard that Kopaka has. And we've seen Tahu the most clearly so far on the promo posters.
Mm-hmm.
Is he everything we ever wished in our deepest, darkest dreams?
Yeah, even the Recon surfboard.
Kind of. I like everything except maybe the swords he has. I thought it could have been a little bit more original.
I think the lava board makes up for the swords, though. Because that can be used as a weapon.
I like the revamped Hahu that he has almost.
I really get like a Lee Can vibe off of him.
Yeah, it's like a combination of
Lee
Recon
Can
and
has
Tahu
the
Nuva.
same mask as him already.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like a How. That's what I like, because...
Yeah, except,
I
you
was
know
afraid
something?
we'd end
Look
up with a
closely.
really weird
It has,
mask.
like, eyebrows now.
Oh, wait, eyebrows all over this. This is great.
Let me look that up now.
Wait,
Bionicle,
I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna go ahead and just Google Tahu's eyebrows.
I'm already there. I'm already there, dude.
Google it.
I already
Come on.
have all these pictures, well, most of them actually, not all of them, but most of them.
Okay, wait, I'm just gonna Google Tahu's eyebrows just for fun and see what the results are while you guys
No, be careful.
I'm
I
seeing
see
a
eyebrows.
combination of Recon and Tahu Nuva, but with the original Tahu's mask.
Mm-hmm.
I know, which I like the original masks a lot better than the Nuvas. I'm just gonna say.
Oh my gosh!
I've never
yes.
seen someone that really liked the Nuvas at all. Some people can stand them.
I hate them.
Yeah, they're definitely a lot better than.
I
say,
think the reason they
Phantom
made those
Menace.
masks was so that they're easier to animate in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Well,
here's
another thing I found interesting, now that we're talking about Nuva and Mata masks, Pahatu's mask, it looks a lot like the originals.
Yeah,
And while
it
may not
looks
have,
more
the
like
face sticking
Fantoka
out the
to
side,
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks a bit like Photox, in my opinion.
Since
Yeah.
we're on
Yeah, which I have no
Kohaku
problem with
now,
that, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Botox mask
I'm-
and no camera.
I saw someone on a forum point this out the other day. Is that a new color of brown?
Yeah, I've been hearing
Yes,
stuff
it
about
is.
that. What's going on?
Like a bit of orange added.
Mm-hmm. You know, this incorporates like all the Toa of Stone colors ever in it.
He
That's
does.
impressive.
I'm not sure how I feel about those transparent yellow limbs.
and Tahu's eyebrows, but babysitting.
Actually, can someone get this confirmed for me? His boomerangs actually remind me of a piece that already exists. From
The Green
like a
Goblin's
first.
board.
Yeah, they almost do, but
It reminds me of a first-year Hero Factory, or maybe even Ninjago piece.
I don't know. I don't recognize it from anything.
I swear I've seen it before.
I don't see it.
Well, we're on.
it reminds me of the Visorak claws, honestly. I mean, I'm not sure if that helps at all, but it kind of reminds me of the claws.
Well, has anyone noticed anything though about? It does not say the name. I have it on my gallery here, so it doesn't say the name. But the green guy. Does anyone
The Protector?
notice how he looks a lot like
The green guy.
Would that be Lua?
With the background behind them, he looks like a Vaki almost.
Let me look these up.
Wait, are you talking about?
Interesting.
You said there's a background.
Yeah,
Well,
let's quickly jump to Lua.
The one without the background.
The
wouldn't
one
have-
with the background is Liwa.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, that looks like a Vaki almost.
Well, if you look at
Gazpacho will be
Lua's...
happy.
Oh, there we go. I see it now.
I'm not really
don't-
seeing a Vaki feel.
I'm seeing like this.
Yeah, look at the copyright sign on the picture. So, you know, the seat, the circle, look like right to the left of it.
So I think the most
Oh, okay.
noticeable
maybe.
feature everyone has noticed on this is the new mask. I've heard
Yes.
very mixed reviews about his Kanohi.
I like Lewis Kenobi. I mean, it has a very distinct Bionicle feel. It looks like a Bionicle piece.
Yeah, it does. I like
Yeah,
how they
same
kept
here.
that. Of course, I would have loved to see the original Miru come back.
Oh,
I
that
really
would-
love that more than anything.
Okay, well, my one problem with the whole set, and this is the one thing I hate the most, Dolly's mask makes her look like Judi Dench.
Yeah, let's switch over to Galley now. I mean, I was really hoping for an
She
original
looks like
Gal.
the end result of Takedox and Galley, and then they threw an
Yeah.
Evo's Trident for good luck.
There's
Golly.
a brown.
Is my
Brown on
least.
that.
Golly's definitely my
Yeah.
least favorite of all these sets.
Well, one
Galley?
thing
Yeah,
that
no.
I think is a problem, we have confidential right over the mask.
Mhm.
There he is.
But still, I
It's kind
guess it looks
like,
kind of like her Nuva mask.
Yeah.
No,
From the
it just looks ugly.
movie style Nuva mask.
Like that part in the middle, that looks like the Nuva mask.
Yeah.
I tell you one thing though. What is like an almost exact replica of stuff that came before Jaller's Mari mask?
Jala! It's Jala!
Jala. Okay. If
Not
you look
Jala.
at other fire guy,
You're killing me. You're killing me.
other fire guy has Jala's mask. It looks just like it from his Mari form or whatever.
They all have the same mask.
Okay, let's go quickly over, because we're spending a lot more time than needed on this subject. Let's
Well,
go over
let's
to
quickly finish
Skull
Onua.
Crata.
Actually, let's quickly finish Onua, because we didn't get to him. Then
I
let's
want
get
to do
the
him
Skull
last. He's
Crata.
my favorite. I want to save him for last.
Alright, fine. I'll go with it.
Skull
Mace
Crata.
is
So
something
finally,
interesting here.
I'm so glad his name is not Lord of the Skull Spiders.
Oh,
Mace
yeah.
has like a dozen different things to say about this one, so Mace, take it away.
Okay, well, if you look close enough into at the Skull Crata, you can really see that he is a Technic set, which is really cool to have, because if he's a Technic set, then we may get more Technic sets in the future.
Only one thing I don't like about that, the limbs. They aren't very bendable now, or posable.
Yeah.
Wait.
But,
No, if I
Are
could
those-
see the legs, then I could decide if they're like a lot more flexible or not.
His
It looks
back-
like it's got it's 3 degrees of motion per leg. That's pretty decent. Considering like the Vizirac had only 2.
2.
And the Swamp Strider could only bend its legs, not move them.
3.
Yeah.
He appears to. It looks like he might have a button on his back. Maybe his legs, move forward, like to mimic a spider crawling.
Mm.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the mask? I noticed that same mask is the same body piece used for
I
the rest
find
of
it
the spiders.
interesting. Wait, it's the same body piece used? Where's he used on the spider?
Yep.
He's
so,
the spider. Just
wait.
add
Yeah,
legs
so
to
if
it.
if you take that mask, then jump over to the picture of Lua, that's the same exact piece, but with legs on it.
That would have a really cool tribal feel to it.
Yeah. Now we know this isn't the mask of
Are
creation
you
because
sure?
it doesn't look exactly like
Well,
it.
yeah, so... Does that mean all the skull... Well, I'm not sure if they're going to be called skull spiders now, or they're all called skull crata, but does that mean they're all going to be double as Kanohi?
That's what I'm thinking. They may serve a similar purpose to Krana in that regard.
I'm thinking Bow really a lot.
That's
It's
a
screaming
Krana.
Rock to me.
We
Those
just
are-
got
those
back
are
from a
Krana.
brain attack. That kind of concept kind of rubs me the wrong way now.
Yeah. I have no problem if Onua smashes up Lua again, getting one of those things off. Then we know we've hit the jackpot. Which let's quickly go back to Onua
Yeah,
because we still
my
have to talk about
favorite.
the official
This
announcement.
is my favorite set.
Oh, I like
This is something I didn't notice before. Onua actually has different feet from everyone else.
Yeah, he has like
Period.
clawed feet.
Cool.
Like the Protectors have 3 clawed feet, but Onua has 4.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like the Fantoka saga of Makuta. That's what his feet remind me of. Like how they have those claws.
Yeah.
Hey, RiddleHater, do you have this pulled up?
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay. I need someone else's help here.
Something about Onua
RiddleHater.
too. Look
Yeah,
right.
RiddleHater, what do you think about the purple? Because the purple, I don't know.
Oh, I love the purple.
I like it with this gold scheme. I really
Only
like
thing I don't like, they mix silver and gold, and that should never be mixed.
I
Yeah,
like the
but,
color scheme overall. The purple seems like it was added in a bit unnecessarily, though.
I don't
Purple-
care.
Like,
The
not that
more
I dislike
purple
the
pieces, the
purple,
better.
But not that I
Yeah.
dislike the purple, but I think it was out of place on Onua when he had so many other colors already.
Yeah,
Like we've already got the Protector of Earth, whose primary color is purple. That's fine. But Onua's got silver, gold, black. The last thing he needed was another purple piece thrown in.
What were you saying, RiddleHater?
the purple is definitely out of place. I mean, Onua is supposed to be a Toa, not a rainbow.
This reminds me of Voltix, actually, who's also purple.
Oh my goodness, no.
No, it really does. Everyone complained that he was such a rainbow, and I bought him, and I was like, he's not a rainbow at all. He's perfectly color schemed.
Oh, and who else thinks that this Kanohi is actually an improvement on the original Mask of Strength?
I can't even tell what it is.
Yeah, it's
I'm
up there.
comparing it,
Kind of
holding up
see
right
it,
now,
but-
comparing it to the screen. It looks like really similar, but there's more detail put into it.
Oh, here we go. I did reverse. Okay. Yeah, I see.
Sweet. Well, that's the
Wait,
Toa.
one more thing. Onua,
oh, yeah,
look
go
at his
ahead.
back. There's a gear function.
Oh, now, all right,
Oh,
buying
there
it.
is.
Where? I need my spectacles.
Shut up and take my money.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look, it's not quarters, euros, or whatever. Just take it. I'll transfer.
Euros versus dollars. All right. Well, we spent a lot of time on the Toa. I want to quickly jump to the main reason why we're actually talking about this in the first place.
The last bit
Every
in the-
single Lego site ever just exploded. I mean, I'm on Facebook right now. Lego announced it is told there exists a mask that will grant its bearer unspeakable power. Made from raw magic and solid gold, it is an artifact crafted with absolute precision and timeless skill. It is known as the Mask of Creation. Anticipation is over. Get ready for Lego Bionicle. Hashtag Bionicle 2015.
Oh,
the Lego
man.
Bionicle. The official Lego Bionicle Facebook page,
I
which
was-
did not exist before, and now already
What?
has
Wait,
1,693 likes. Yeah,
That's insane.
I'm going to like
It's
this
so
page
bad.
right now.
yeah. I was like 1,692, I believe. Yeah,
I just pulled up, said page not found.
Oh,
so
I just
go to
Googled
Lego.com
Bionicle
and
Facebook.
then yeah, go to Facebook, then search the main Lego page, and then click the Lego Bionicle link in their most recent
Man,
post.
Android hates Facebook for some reason.
Google Plus posted the video of the mask just kind of swirling around. I'll talk about the base underneath in a second. I want to get your guys' opinions.
Okay, let's go
Brickset,
through
it's
one by.
official.
2,731
Let's all go through our
likes now.
thoughts on this. I'll go last because I'm
And
working
then-
on this.
Yeah. And lastly, Groove Bricks. They did a whole thing about the official unveiling. So this news is just completely gone everywhere with Lego. Why do you think Lego is being so public about it now, considering about all the leaks? Do you think they were trying to keep their cool this whole time, or do you think they're just going, get rid of the leaks?
Well, I think they're going public because there's been leaks, and they don't want everyone to find out about this through the leaks. Because there are some people who never find leaks, so they're trying to go public.
I think they're also. It's like a mix of panicking and then realization that, oh man, we should have been advertising this so long ago. Because look, these are like small leaks, and the internet for the Lego community is exploding. So now they're like, get this out there right now.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly my thoughts.
I think it was already planned. The leaks just came out because it was so late in development.
Yeah, what did you say earlier, Caps, about how you wish people wouldn't leak, because then Lego would freak out?
Well, yeah. If I was worried that if people started leaking and it was early enough in development that Lego would intentionally change many aspects of the set and storyline just so that the leak is untrue to a certain extent.
But could that be a
and
good
so-
thing?
It could have been a good thing. It could have been an extremely bad thing. Because if it was something that was similar to the original Bionicle and then they had to change it last minute, we might get another terrible thing like Hero Factor Shima.
Mhm.
Which was I was really worried about because, I mean, the way these were set up, they might have been just like the original Bionicle, which may or may not have gone down the drain with these leaks.
I just want to say one thing quickly. Someone posted on the Bionicle Facebook page, Onua baby. Instant
That
like.
scares me.
Mhm.
But it's not like Onua baby, it's like young, and it's like, yeah, Onua baby. But he's saying Onua is awesome, basically. So I thought that was worth a like.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go
Not
through.
like
Let's.
Onua is a baby because he's not.
He's not. No, it's like
That hammer says
I'm not going to. This is not a grammar form. I'm not going to explain it.
Okay, so we all get aware on this. Let's go individually through our thoughts when the announcement came out.
Okay, now which announcement are we talking?
Just the announcement this morning.
The official announcement today.
Okay, official announcement. I pretty much was already. I knew it was confirmed. I thought it was just confirmed just because of that colored picture we ended up getting.
I mean, what do you think about like the info we got, like the Mask of Creation?
Oh, the info. It didn't really shock me that much because I was kind of anticipating something like a clip or a video or something for the products page, like a coming soon thing. I wasn't too surprised with it, but it's more or less just something that's like a something to keep you going almost. I'm not really too excited for the info that we got, but I'm very thrilled that they're actually going the extra mile to put something out there for us.
Yeah. Mace, what do you think?
I think it's really cool how it is the mask of creation because of all the detail given in the mask. The eyes fit the description from the story. It seems like these people, these set designers, really knew their Bionicle history when they made this.
I'm sure Keps highly disagrees with that.
Yeah. Keps, go ahead and
Rant. Just go on and rant.
This is
Man,
3-minute timer rant.
I love that they have the old names. Absolutely love that they have the old names. They have, for the most part, the old color schemes. They kept the Akaku and the How. Otherwise, it seems like they've completely diverged from the story, and some ways good, some ways bad. Firstly, the Mask of Creation, which I think does not at all live up to my imagination of Artaka's Mask of Creation. It fit the description in one way. It had pointed eyes and it was gold.
No, look at the Facebook banner. It's real. There's carved descriptions all over this mask.
Okay, now I've got to go back and look at it, because I'm pretty sure that the carvings were not as intricate or as detailed as to hold the
They
entirety
weren't on
of
the
the
products
MU.
page one we got, but you can see them much better now.
Okay, I'll grant that. It does have carvings. It still doesn't look like Artaka's mask.
Well,
Wait,
if this is a soft reboot, it's like a long time
it
ago.
reminds me, guys? It reminds me of Breeze wearing a crown.
No, Voltraz. It's actually Voltraz wearing a crown.
No, this reminds me, now that you mention it, it reminds me a lot of the first glimpse we got at the Mask of Life through the Void Nui online game, with like the pointed bits, and it was kind of fat. It was like a fat face.
I'm looking at Breeze's
You know
mask right
something I'll
now.
say?
It really does look like Breeze's helmet with
Since
a crown.
we've got the mask creation in this way, I can confirm Artaka will not be in this story.
Oh, that's right.
Come on! Darn! Oh!
So that means that it's also probably not a continuation.
It could be, it could be a soft continuation, like it's thousands and thousands of years later. Artaka could be dead, and his
Well,
mask
the
was
thing
left
is,
behind.
if Artaka...
Oh!
No, well, that's the thing. If
What if
Artaka is
Velika,
dead,
he could've-
Artaka was killed by Velika, and that was a
But
big explosion.
Liwa was there with him, though, and he's still alive.
So how does Artaka... I mean, Artaka can teleport and all, but that was a surprise attack. If
Maybe
the
I don't remember
explosion-
there ever actually being an explosion. We just saw him stalking there, and
Velika
nothing
was
happened.
setting up explosives.
He was?
Yeah.
I don't see this as part of the storyline.
The most powerful beings in the universe there, and yet some crazy being, like maybe 5-6 foot tall, is like setting C4 bombs around the house you're standing in.
Either way, I'm pretty sure there's not going to be reference to that serial in this new story. I can say that 100%.
Come on.
Either
Yeah,
I'm...
so-
It's
Go-
safe
go-
to say Artaka's not in this.
Yeah.
And it's not a
Okay.
continuation either.
It could be a
That's
continuation. We don't know
Maybe.
yet.
I
Yep,
I
we have
know
no
I
evidence.
Maybe
I was wrong about the Mask of Creation. I was wrong about one other thing that was really major, but I ended up liking anyway. But I really hope it's not a continuation, because the way that they've done, Gali and Lua, I really hope it's not a continuation. 'cause
Well,
they
wouldn't
better...
you think of that when you looked at Tahu's stars, too?
No, because Tahu
Yeah.
stars actually look like Tahu Mata. That was acceptable.
Just
Well,
a little
this-
bit more.
They were short, but that's because Lego was trying to make them affordable for the last year of Bionicle ever.
I would
That's
have
fine,
paid
I bought
more
all
for
of
the
them.
last year Bionicle ever.
Yeah, it's technically not the last year Bionicle ever.
Well,
Well,
it technically
It
was.
technically was. That's the
Kinda.
last year of that original Bionicle.
Well,
Skull spiders, I think they'll function as Krana. They better. I know I keep making threats like this to Lego in general, but I really think that they should. Spiders that look like
They better.
masks. Spiders that should be masks.
I will, if it's not like that, I will personally fly to Europe and confront the president of LEGO over this matter in your honor.
Who is that? Didn't Mads Nipper retire? So who is the
I
CEO
don't
now?
know all these names. I
don't know. I can't tell if that was true because they posted that article on April Fool's Day. I'm not sure if he's really retiring or not. They never said anything about it after that.
Oh, that's another interesting thing I just realized. His name is Krata, with one A. One A like Krana,
I
and
still
then
think that could be a placeholder.
Krata. It could be a placeholder, but if that's a placeholder, that means it has even more symbolic meaning than if it was the actual name.
I think at least we're going to get a name better than Lord of the Skull Spiders.
Yes.
I don't know, he might be
absolutely.
Skull Krata, Lord of the Skull Spiders.
And since it's a fight to wear a mask, that means Skull Spider isn't the main bad guy. He can't wear a mask.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he can destroy it. Or, well, the Baraka couldn't wear a mask either, but they were still trying to get it.
They could wear the mask.
Well,
That's what
I'll
they're trying to use it for.
I'll tell you guys my set wave theory in a bit, but RiddleHater, you had something that you were going to say about the just your reaction to the announcements.
Well, see, okay, so I kind of knew about Bionicle 2015 already. You know, every serious LEGO fan knew about it with the leaks. I remember when LEGO announced it, I was kind of questioning their motives, because it seems like when information gets leaked, they don't announce it till way later, and then there's like 5-7-year-olds who didn't know about it. But so I'm kind of curious as to why they released it so soon. I almost wonder if they are rescheduling their dates for releasing. I'm kind of suspicious.
I think they always meant to release it when they did. The leakers just got it out at the last possible minute.
It's
Yeah.
been war.
That's
It's been war.
Okay, so who still hasn't shared their thoughts on today's announcement?
I haven't said anything yet. But
Also,
you wanna say
I'm
something?
buying most of the sets, just not Galley.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
won't be
the-
buying
that
Gali. I'm for sure I got it. I think I'm gonna have to buy all the $20 ones. Those are just really awesome.
Well, I'm not entirely sure what I'll be doing, but well, I guess I should just go into my theories and observations
Okay.
now about it. All right, so I'm stoked about the announcement. I've been a complete optimist about this. I'm thinking this is the greatest thing since Bionicle 2001. It's just that amazing. I'm just completely pumped up about this. I've been following these things like crazy. What couple things I'm concerned about. One, the comments on Brickset have been pretty negative so far.
Who
That's
cares
because
about
they're brick set, and if there's anything new,
Yeah.
they hate it.
Brickset is not the place
Yeah,
to get
And then 2 years
opinions.
later, they go, wow, that was the best theme of my life.
Except when it was Lego Friends, and they were all, oh, yay, yay,
Okay,
yay. So
I
everyone
think we
knows
can
gay.
confirm right here we don't really care about their opinions then.
Yeah. The only reason why I bring that up, because honestly, everyone there is wrong. And even when they're right, they're wrong. But I'm just worried that if people start going, oh no, it's Bionicle back, we're not going to get the old thing, or it's not real. Like, I'm worried that opinions will start convincing Lego.
You mean like Transformers Gen
yeah,
2?
Yeah, Lego might start going, oh great, what did we do?
I think
now everyone's mad at us.
From
I hope
a
they
lot of
don't.
fans, I've heard, like on the Bionicle boards, I've heard really positive things about this though.
Mhm.
And recently I have too, yeah. But I've
Well, that's good.
into those.
You know, personally, I don't really think it matters what Brickset thinks, because I don't think Lego's never listened to them before. I don't think they'll listen to them now.
Actually, Lego keeps asking them to fill out surveys and stuff about their products.
They ask BZ
so
Power
Brickset
that
has
too.
a pretty big voice.
They asked
BZ
BZ Power. BZ
what
Power
is
got.
their view on this?
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with BZ Power lately.
I haven't
I
either,
no
'cause I
offense
dislike
to
them
BZ
because they're not
Power,
real
but
fans.
some of their
but
policies
they're gonna
get
be
on my
real
nerves.
fans in next year, so I want to know their opinions suddenly.
They'll be back to BZ Power, as in B
I
as in
checked out
Bionicle.
some topics after the product page leak, and it seemed mostly positive.
That's good, considering how I consider them weak-minded, pathetic fans.
Kev, that's not the best
Oh,
thing, because
it's-
half our
it's-
listeners
I
probably
do.
come from there.
Bionicle ended and they moved on.
Oh, here's a problem.
We
I
do
just
not
found-
support the views of Keplers.
Yeah. Bye, Keplers. No. But one thing I found interesting here. So Lego officially announces the return of Bionicle. Just one article, not really any comments on it so far. Right above it says, "Come celebrate Ninjago Month."
Oh, that's been up there for a while. That's just their banner.
Yeah. So I'm like, guys, you have
Yep.
your priorities so messed up. Just stop. But just to quickly finish my theory, I'm guessing there's gonna be a second wave because we only have like really one bad guy. Well, what I've heard from Brickset, which I think is pretty
Well,
legit.
we have all the
if they
small
get-
bad guys.
Yeah, like really tiny ones. But I'm guessing that if we have 6 Toa, 6 Matoran, and 1 bad guy, I'm predicting next theme we're gonna have 6 pretty decent sized bad guys, 6 more Matoran-like bad guys, and 1 Takanuva. Which, dude, if
I
my
thought about
theory's
that last
correct,
night. I was like, if
Yeah.
they're bringing back all the original Toa, Takanuva is a poster boy for Bionicle.
Okay,
if
that
they
changes.
bring him back, oh my!
That changes my view
GSH.
on Artaka now. What if Artaka is the Takanuva of this new series?
That would be
Well-
cool.
Possible. It would be cool if he was, but the thing is, I'm
No.
just not sure they could do justice to Artaka.
Artaka
course
has
they
always been
wouldn't.
better as a
Artaka's
concept
basically a
than
god.
concept.
But of course, Artaka is best used in serials without a set form. He's a mystery. I like that. He's like
Yeah.
Jim Crom. But
If they're
Ooh,
gonna
Trenton
have a
Crom said
guy,
2015.
New rules. What if Bionicle 2015's Takanuva is actually Artaka? I mean, they did the same thing with the Avaki. They had, the cute spinning image of the older mask.
well, maybe I'm not entirely sure, but maybe perhaps how at one point Matanui was the same as the Ignika. Maybe at some point Artaka will be the same as the Mask of Creation. One thing I do know is that if we're gonna get an Artaka, I want Peter Reed on this immediately.
Oh,
No other designer. It's Peter Reed or nothing.
Okay.
You guys know who Peter Reed is, right?
No.
I do not.
I'm
I
ashamed to say
Yeah.
I don't.
Lego Ideas Exosuit. Look up the Lego Ideas
Oh, he did
Exosuit.
that.
It's
Yeah.
Oh, that.
amazing.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, does
it's
he actually work
amazing.
for Lego?
No, he's just on the ideas page, but he designs better than the majority of the sets.
Yeah. The only problem is, I doubt Lego would ever hire him.
I don't know. After that ideas project, I mean, they've been really buddy.
Have you
recently.
guys, any
This
of you
is
guys
just
read
wishful
Brick by
thinking.
Brick?
Unfortunately, no.
I believe I saw sections of it. I can't remember.
Well, either you should get it from the library and read. It's a really good book, first of all. And second, they talked about this like with Mindstorm 2.0, how they were developing this with fans. Some of the guys down in Denmark really hate that. They really hate working with fans. It's one of the reason Lego Universe took so much money to build that they couldn't make it up when they opened it.
Yeah.
Because they worked so intimately with the fans. I remember being a part of that.
Mm-hmm. And did I ever tell you?
because-
Okay, I gotta tell you guys a story from the book. So a bunch of guys flew into America from Denmark to Net Devil's HQ. They were having kids do this technology test where they had a minifigure and they went around hitting a monkey with a hammer. And one of the guys, the Lego officials, lost it and said it was too violent. Said, "Do you really expect us to tell kids to hit a monkey with a hammer?" So then they had to scrap everything and start all over.
Then we have like the strawlings that keep smashing everything they see.
No, wait, isn't that exactly what you do in the Lego Minifigs MMO? You get to
Yeah.
that pirate island, and depending on who you are going around smashing monkeys with a hammer?
The minifigs MMO is messed up.
I haven't even tried after Chima. I don't like that design. It's
Yeah. Which, we're slightly getting off topic, but...
it should have happened, but it didn't.
Which we're getting a little bit off topic, but LQ, what was your reaction to just the whole news?
well. This morning, I knew it was coming. I thought it was going to be later in the day that they announced this. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
let's go check their Google+. Let's see if it's up yet. And I was like, wait, it's there. There's a video. Honestly, I was really hoping for, like, the Toa fighting some bad guys in the video. But the animation we got was cool. And then I read it, and I was like, I was right. And I was like, I've got to go message Keplers and tell him I was right. Because yeah, I really hoping this would be the Mask of Creation, and I was really excited to see it was.
Yeah, regardless of the opinions of the other staff here. Yeah.
But yeah, I really liked it. I thought the only something I found interesting is they said it was crafted out of solid gold and magic. Are they bringing back more of the mystical elements of 01 and taking away, Greg Farshtey, when he took over the main story, he really put it more on a technical side than a mystical side, even though he says he doesn't like writing for sci-fi, but
He made it into sci-fi.
yeah. They kind of got rid of all those mystic elements of Bionicle. I'm pretty sure this means they're really bringing that back.
You know,
You
I
guys
think
keep saying it's a continuation. I keep telling you, no, it's a reboot.
I'm not ruling out the possibility of a soft continuation.
Then why is it made out of gold and magic?
Well, the
Dictionary now.
How
Matoran,
Well, they do have to
forgetful of the
redefine
Toa
things for the
Anuva.
7-year-olds.
they also said in '01 in the original Bionicle, the Toa fell from the heavens.
Well, they did.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
And
they got shot from
wasn't there
underwater
something
first.
in the original version of the Mnog where, like, Vakama was talking about, like, goddesses of the land and sea? And they had to remove that quickly because they were afraid that would really get him into a lawsuit?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You'd have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure there was something about that.
Yeah, I just hope it doesn't go all crazy again, like the whole idea of, like Manui being a god and all that. And that just really got into deep weeds.
I know, I like that. I thought it was a really interesting concept.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Manui
people
was
are
always...
really gonna get
I think
mad.
Manui at first was more like the god of Bionicle. He kind of went away from that the more they brought the robot thing.
Mm.
Yeah, which I'm kind of glad about that, honestly.
I don't think it
one
even
thing-
can be a soft continuation anymore.
I think it could. A soft
The
continuation means it doesn't necessarily have to follow all the canon of the old, but the old still somewhat happened in a distant past.
Then how forgetful are the Toa?
Let's see. How many times did people in Bionicle lose their memory for some reason or another?
Yeah, but this has to be like Velika walked in and wiped all their minds the past 100,000
I'm pretty sure,
years and destroyed.
Velika, I'm guessing if it is a soft continuation, that's not going to be canon.
Then how did their minds wipe?
Matoran spheres all over again.
Lewa had
no.
this great idea, and he knocked a tree over on everyone, they lost their memory.
That's
And also it
that's
changed his
really
powers from
big
air to
tree.
jungle. He got
It
bit
whipped
by a mutant tree.
That's a really big tree, guys.
I'm a little confused. What would they have forgotten about?
Everything.
Well, yeah, they don't necessarily have to have forgotten about the stuff for it to be a soft continuation either.
Yeah, I mean that stuff is in the past now, and if you put enough time between Journey's End and Bionicle 2015, then you can reference past stuff, but it's a new era with new threats. I mean, you're not gonna have Toa reminiscing. Back in my day, we was in a giant robot.
So, are you
Yeah,
thinking
it's
like a Legends of Korra kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm not really an Avatar fan, those I'd have.
I mean, I
trouble
don't know
referencing
much
that.
about it myself, but I know the concept.
There are-
Maybe that'd work.
We'll just see. I'm still
Just
doubting
maybe.
actually it'll be a continuation. I just don't want to rule out the possibility of it being one.
There are 3 points that I think will probably make it be a continuation. The Facebook post said there are still stories left to tell, not retellings. That more
Wait.
to tell.
Let me see this.
Well, wait, where?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't see anything about it saying there's still stories left to tell.
That could
That
be an
sounds-
out of canon thing, though, like talking to the
Mhm.
fans.
Yeah, like
No,
just
also,
like how vague. That's the good part about Bionicle 2001. They're so vague on their backstories too, and that was the fun part was finding them out.
Yeah, and then discovering, oh, we're in a giant robot, man.
And you didn't like that twist, Chris.
At first I didn't because I thought that's cheesy, but then as soon as I realized, well, as soon as they explained it, it made it more of like a probe type thing, and then I just grew to like it,
You grew to like it, yeah.
I grew to like it.
You literally.
Like weed thins.
Oh,
I grew to
wait,
like.
You grew to like. I thought you were saying some kind of French cheese.
Okay, so on the
I grew
Bionicle,
to that.
You grew to like it.
I like it.
on the Bionicle Facebook page, it says,
Okay.
"Well, it looks like the news is out. Bionicle is confirmed to return to 2015 with a unique storyline. What stories and legends remain untold?"
Let me see this.
Oh, remain untold. That's good.
When was this? Was this after the original announcement?
This was. Let me check.
I think I can find it.
4 hours ago, so about the same time.
5
Maybe
hours.
a little later.
I don't see it here. I'm only seeing this one post. It says It is told that there exists a mask that will grant its bearer unspeakable power, made from raw magic and gold. It's an artifact of absolute premise, blah blah blah, time and skill. It is the mask of creation. The anticipation is over. Get ready for LEGO Bionicle 2015.
Yeah, I'm checking on the about status, and I can't find it there. But from what we've seen so far, I don't know. I mean, I'd say it's
like 70% it's a reboot, and then other 30% it's continuation.
Yeah, you know what?
And also the Mask of Light.
Guys, it said 2,841 likes.
Yeah,
Wow.
LEGO's making a smart move here.
It just gained 100 likes since I last saw it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Since the beginning of this podcast,
Well, it just gained 2 more likes as I liked it. But,
This thing's exploding.
okay, we've been going on over an hour,
podcast.
Yeah, over an hour now. Should we wrap up on our final thoughts on this?
I think
Yeah,
this is
that's
actually
a good idea.
like I mean this is a great landmark or a milestone or something for us at least.
Yeah.
This is the culmination of everything we've ever wanted since 2009. Whatever happens, I really doubt we're going to be disappointed and whining over it.
Yeah, honestly, nothing LEGO has shown us so far has disappointed.
Yeah.
I don't know, Caps, have we convinced you that the Mask of Creation is pretty decent?
Okay, you convinced me it has carvings on it. It's still not a beautiful ass.
Alright, we'll work on that. Well, as LQ said, we're about out of time right now, so a couple last minute housekeeping things. First off, subscribe to YouTube if you haven't already, because we're going to be posting these things like crazy.
Once we finally get a single one of these podcasts out.
Well, technically at this point, they're already out.
They are? Oh.
But,
Are?
But podcasts,
Greetings,
subscribe.
future.
Be notified of those instantly. Other projects, parodies, YDWK, random stop motions, whatever. The point is, you gotta subscribe and you gotta be here in order to make your life just that much more complete. Any other notes that I'm forgetting? Anything else I'm forgetting, guys, before we sign off?
I think that's it. Don't die of a hype heart attack, you people out there.
Oh, yeah, but there's
Hashtag
a problem
2015.
now. Wait, has anyone thought about this? We're reaching our destination, the hype train, but there's one problem.
Makuta stole the Mask of Breaking?
The hype
The
train
brakes are
has no
broken.
brakes.
We're gonna crash! Oh boy.
I wonder how many people do you think are getting insanely tired of the hype train jokes yet? I mean, I haven't grown tired of them.
We need to do
you
a
know what?
BCC Hype Train Harlem Shake or something.
Ugh.
To the hype train. Hype. I'm done. I'm done. Alright. Now that I've scared everybody into, I don't know, oblivion, subscribe so I can scare you again next week. From all of us here at BCC, thank you for attending the podcast, checking us out, and we hope to see you again next time for more news.
Everyone, sign out. I'm LQ.
I'm Star Wars 7495.
I'm a nice person bidding you a lovely farewell.
I wanted that title.
Mace?
Yeah.
We need to sign out.
Okay.
So your line is, and I'm Mace.
Oh yeah, and I'm Mace.
You get the hang of it eventually.
We're working on it. And I'm Chris Major 2134. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And we bid you all a good day.